Check that out. Right, welcome back everyone, welcome back to Digger's Den. I'm Tezza. Now we're back at the Field of Dreams, or what little Tezza likes to call it, Hammy Hill. We've had some absolute stunning stuff off of this field, absolute stunning stuff. So we're not going to make this long intro. I'm going to quickly turn you around, just show you what it is where we're going to be metal detecting today and where to, and roughly the spot we're going to be working on. Now the grass has got quite long, so it is going to be quite hard, but we're going to get on. I will run you down on the settings we're going to be using for the apex as we get on through the video, so stay tuned if you want to know what settings I'm using today. But I'm going to stop boring you, we're going to get on, and I will catch you at the first. What we're going to be doing is, we're going to work from here, and then go a little way down, and then back up this way, and then over towards the trees, and then back over towards where I am, and then back down the bottom, halfway down towards there. And we're just going to keep doing that until we've sort of finished over there towards that tree. Because as I say, most of the hammered coins have come up from this top part. Quarters, cuts, halves, we've had a few whole ones as well from up here. So let's get on. We're going to make our way over there, make our way down the bottom of the field, see what we can't find. But whatever happens, we will see you at the very first target. Right, let's get on, and I'll see you at the first. Right, onto my first target of the day. Bit of a sketchy one. So I was saying really deep and small. Well, that sounds a tiny little bit like iron ore, that does. Alright, let's find out. I thought it had that kind of tone to it. A bit of a grunty tone. Yeah, I knew it was going to be something quite small. Now it's quite deep, just a tiny little bit of tut, but that's my first target of the day so far. Hopefully have a few more little bits. Right, let's carry on. It's starting to get a little bit harder in here now. The grass is going quite fast, and I mean it's still got some of them stems in here, as you can see. Most of them just break off because they're really dry, so the targets are getting few and far between now. So we're standing up this top end. This is our second tone. It's in the 60s there. I'd say solid 65, 66. It's got an absolutely lovely tone there. All right, we'll dig that out. Let me quickly give you a rundown on the settings we're using today. As you can see, we're in coin mode. What I've done is I've notched on an extra 4, notched off the 99 tone, sensitivity 2 from top, volume 8, iron volume I have on 0, multi-frequency mode, channel 6. Every now and then I'll get a little bit of interference, as I say, change the channel over, and as I say, I'll ground balance it every half an hour, using double D radar coil again. And yeah, as I say, so far it hasn't done too bad, but as I say, the targets are few and far between in this field, so today I'm not sure if we're going to have many finds, but as you know, you just never know. So we're going to carry on, we're going to dig this out and see what it is, and I'll catch you in a minute. There, it was reading in the high 60s, just stuck there since I flipped it over. I can just about see, looks like it's going to be a half penny. See, we'll turn it over, see who's on the front. Oh, it's a bit of a crispy one. That is crispy, that. Yeah. It's definitely half a penny. I'll try and get a date there off the bottom, but as I say, a toasted one. Oh well, let's carry on. Right, so we've been walking around a little while, and I We're on to our third target. As I say, the targets are few and far between. We're having a few tiny little bits of lead, but we're just trying to get the really high targets today, even though we're still notched out to 25 on the coin mode. As I say, half hammered coins and that come up as 34, 35s, sometimes 38, so it's always good to notch on a few extra if you're using coin mode. And there we have it, another absolute screaming target. Alright, let's find out what that is. That's going to be just there, right in front of the coil. So we dig about there, see what it is. Tell you what, we're getting through the targets, as I say, but it is quite hard, especially with the grass. It's growing so quick, so fast. We've had so much rain down here over the last, couple of weeks. Ground's been absolutely saturated. As you see there, high 60s, low 70s. Ah, snapped. Yeah, it's got snap there. We'll give that a clean up though. That's a Crotal bell. Yeah, that's definitely a Crotal bell. I've had a few of these now. Probably the second one I've had off of here. This is the first one I've had that's almost whole off of here. The other bits were just snapped parts, but yeah, we'll give that a little clean up and put a few steels up, but don't mind finding them. Absolutely screaming target. The apex is doing really well. And as I say, we're just going to hunt around this part, I think. Just stick around here because we've had a coin from just over there and a few little bits of leads and bits and bobs, but not a lot today. But you have them days. We're going to carry on though, and I'll see you at the next. Tell you what, this one did my head right in. This one, it was sketching at a 33, 34, so I thought it was going to be a bit of a iron ore, just a pesky button. But I'll tell you what, that was a really, really horrible tone, but it was really, really deep. That was. I was looking for that for some time. But yeah, so far so good. We've had a few little finds. Absolutely stunning day though. Sun's out. Me and my boy are working just this top area, as I say. And yeah, so far so good, not bad. Lovely hill that at the far back. I'd love to metal detect that, but there's solar panels on the far side of there. But I bet there would have been loads of stuff on that hill there. And there's another hill over the far back, just over there. I'm not sure who owns that, but maybe over the next few months we'll try and find out. But we're still on this field. That's our last target, and we're going to carry on. Right, we've got a really nice high 70 here. It's almost a solid 71, 72. Not really that big. Absolutely stunning back tone there to the apex. No interference at all. Alright, let's find out what that is. Absolutely lovely tone. Well, as you see there, that was real high 70s. And I think what it was laying flat more than it was sort of laying really deep in the ground there. It's just a button. I've put a few buttons off of this field so far. You see the shank there just on the back there. Just a flat button. Oh well, got to find these. Nice target, nice tone, in the 70s, little button. Let's carry on and see what else we can't find. Alright, just there is where I had the bit of bomb shrapnel. Just in front of that. Now that's in the low 50s, so I'm not thinking that's bomb shrapnel, that. In the 50s, that. Low 60s, high 50s. That's definitely not going to be a bit of bomb shrapnel. Let's find out what that is. That one was reading up really, really high, that was. It's just on the top there. First thought I was onto a bit of silver for a minute. Then I see it rolled round. Realised it was I think that is a button. Yeah, that's a button. Just looked so shiny when it come out. I thought, oh, a little bit of silver. It ain't, it's another button. All the buttons seem to be coming up just around this part here, heading up back towards the house part. And yeah, about 4 or 5 buttons so far. Hasn't been a bad day. Good thing is the sun's out. Apex is working really, really well. We're adjusting the sensitivity from 1 to top, back down from 2 to top every now and then. Especially where the grass is quite long, we will adjust the sensitivity up a little bit, and where it's quite low, I'll adjust it back down again. But one absolute stunning little target that was, and I must say it's a stunning little find. Alright, let's carry on. We're going to stop for 5, have a break, have a little something to eat. Now my boy's been working around the far back there, having a little look about. He's not had too much come up at the moment, just some bits of lead. As I say, over near that bush and just around where I am seems to be a lot of buttons, lots of little bits of lead. Ollie's working over the far back near the tree there, and yeah, he's not done too bad. He's had a few other buttons and some other little bits, but just wanted to show you his lead so far. Nothing really sort of interesting, but all bits of lead like that all have a little bit of history to them. So we'll take these home, open them up, see if there's anything written on them. If not, we'll melt them down, put them in the put them down as scrap. But yeah, we're going to carry on then. I'm going to work my way back up towards the house part, see if there's anything else up there, and then make my way around the top part. But we've only got about an hour left, so this is probably going to be quite a short video, but so far so good. Let's carry on, and I'll see you after lunch. Do is try and record some as many IDs as I can, and the target tones. This one's really jumpy. See there, staying solid 50, but I'm only getting sort of like a 1 tone. So really tiny because it's struggling, but it's picking it up. There you go. 55, 56. There might be 2 targets around that. It's dropping slightly into the 40s now. The only way to find out what that is dig that out, and I'll catch you in a minute. As you see there, that was kind of like a strange tone. It was quite a high 40s, low 50s. Now where did it go? Because I just stuck it. There it is. I just literally picked it up from there, and I think I'm onto a hammered coin. Oops, let me give it a quick wipe. The mud's so sticky. Oh no, I don't think that is actually. I don't know what that is. Let's have a little look. Oh, is that a hammered coin? Well, I think that could have been a hammered coin, and it usually has a bit that comes off down here as a V shape. It looks like it's had the middle bit clipped, the middle bit's gone. So to find out what kind of king that is, probably going to say Henry II or Henry III, because we've had quite a few Henrys off this field, but to get a positive idea off of that is going to be so hard. But look how tiny that is, and I mean that was half a pinpointer in depth, and as you see there, it was picking it up perfectly, and that is so small as well. But the apex is doing absolutely brilliantly. As I say, when the grass gets, as the grass gets a little bit longer in between certain spots, I'll whip up the sensitivity a bit. Then when it gets down to the low spots, I'll put the sensitivity back again. But what an absolute stunning little target! What a lovely little find. Right, let's carry on. 70s this was. Really, really high 70s. It says it was right at the very top. No need to dig it. Just a bullet. Oh, look at that. It's like it's exploded, that. God, I wouldn't want to shot that off. That actually looks like it's exploded, that has. Look at that, the way it's just ripped back. Had a few bullets off here today. Look at that. I mean, literally, it's like it's exploded. The end's exploded backwards on it. So when someone shot that, I bet that's gone bang inside the barrel of the gun. That. Oh, danger. Right, lovely target. I don't mind finding these. But let's carry on. So just there, about 3 metres up is where I just had that tiny little bit of hammered coin. There's a little bit of lead that was just in front of it, but as you see there, that was a in the 40s. Where did it go? No, there it is, just there. Oh yes, oh yes, got a quarter piece of hammered coin. Now this is what the other coin I think was meant to look like. Let me quickly get that. Oh, that's tarnished. But that is what the last hammered coin was. Oh, that I found. He's meant to have that. You see that tiny little bottom bit? It's meant to have that bit, but it ain't. It's just got the outside of it. But there you have it. Ah, a nice little cut quarter hammered coin. Do like finding these. What we got on the back: 3 dots, 4 dots, 3 dots. Henry II. Henry II, short cross, cut hammered coin. Ah, I've got quite a few off this field. And you see there, the apex had no problem there picking that up at all. It absolutely had a lovely little tone. As I say, when you're running it in coin mode, make sure that you always notch on an extra 3 or 4, because as you see there, it was jumping from the 30s into the 40s, and when you've got it in coin mode, it's notched off from 40 below. So just remember, just notch on a few extra if you want to find them tiny little bits of hammered coin like that. But what an absolute stunning little find. Let's get a few stills of that. We're going to carry on, and I'll see you at the next. Yeah, we're having a few of the old bullets up now. High 60s, low 70s. But as we get close to the trees, we're always finding the shotguns. As I say, Ollie's finding a few shotgun ends over there, and he's found quite a few bullets, and he's finding quite a bit of lead over there. But you've got to clean the areas out, and then we'll go back over it again with a fine tooth comb and hopefully find all the other bits that he's missing. But that, yeah, we've got loads, absolute loads of these. Right. Right, yeah, what we're doing is making our way back up now. Probably could do a few more holes. When you've got a target like that, you've got to dig that. As you see there, it's jumping slightly, but it's got a really strange back tone. In the high 70s. Definitely not a bit of brass, I don't think. Sounds more like a bit of copper. A tiny bit of copper maybe. Right, let's dig that out. Oh, you see there, as I said, it had a slight funny tone to the back of it. It wasn't like a tone that I recognised before, and I think I know the reason why. That is a back of a shotgun shell end. Now it's quite an old one. Definitely an old one. But as you see there, slight funny old tone. But we're going to make our way towards the car. See if there's any more signals on the way up. If there's not, we'll do a little roundup when we get up to the top. Otherwise, we'll catch you at the next. Right, that brings that hunt to a close. So I'd like to thank every single one of you for joining me every week, or every other week whenever we can get out and make a video. But we'd like to thank every single one of you for your comments and all your support that you've been giving us over the last few years. It's been absolutely amazing. What we're going to do is give you a quick rundown on the finds that we've had today. Right, we've had lots of bits of turt, bits of lead, bomb shrapnels, other bits of bullets and bits like that. Ollie's found quite a few of the buttons as well today. Give you a quick rundown, a few of the buttons that I've had. I had a few coins. Now this was a farthing that Ollie had. It does look to me like it's going to be an Edward. Penny Victoria and young Victoria halfpenny. Got a part of a Crotal bell. The bullet that looks like it went off inside the gun barrel itself. Oh, just lost that musket ball, but we've had a few musket balls. I'll find that in a minute. But the main bits of today is a tiny little bit of quarter hammered coin. We've had so many bits off here. Going to go Henry the II, sorry, on that one, because it is definitely got the 3 dots on the back, short cross, and that's another hammered coin. It's just missing the tiny little bit that goes in the middle. Otherwise, it's been an absolute stunning day. The rain's kept off. It's about 18 degrees. So we're going to get home, chill out for the rest of the afternoon, and we will catch you at the next hunt.